Hello, and welcome back to Checked Out. So today, what we're going to do is we're going to talk to Laura. One time I was on a date, and this was the funniest thing to me, and she never called me back. But we were talking about people who...
Can't imagine why. No,
We're going to talk about a new movie that's out on DVD now called Serenity. It's kind of like Star Wars, but not, and it's kind of like Doctor Who, but not. And we're going to do some frozen food reviews. All that's coming up right after this. And we're back with Lauren Crusty.
Laura Crissy.
Laura Crissy, that's what I said. Mm-hmm. And who are you, what do you do, and why are you in my office?
I'm the head of emerging technology.
Which is...
kind of complicated to explain a little bit, but I work with a great team of people. We're in charge of the website, and we're also work very closely with the digital services. We have Hoopla, and we have Overdrive. So Hoopla and Overdrive are ebooks and audiobooks.
Right.
Hoopla also has music, so music albums that you can download, and also has video and movies.
Oh, wow. And then there's Canopy?
There's Canopy. Canopy. So Canopy has documentaries and indie films that you can stream, and some classics also that are on there. You can stream 10 movies, I believe a month, and it's all free with your library card.
So what do you do with the website?
So I'm responsible for the design and the content of it. One of the things we're really trying to do right now is be committed to accessibility on the website, which it's not as accessible as we'd like it to be for people who might have disabilities when it comes to vision and that kind of thing. So we're looking into how we can improve that.
Do you have any plans for that?
We have different things that we're testing out. Some of it is just making sure that our coding is good. Some of it is to see how well it works with screen readers and stuff like that.
You gotta have good codes. That's what I always say. I say it to my dentist. I say it to my psychologist. I say it to my psychiatrist. And would you consider yourself the webmaster? Are you the webmaster? And what kind of hat does that grant you?
I am the webmaster. It's a secret society that I'm part of.
Do you have like decoder rings? Yes. Is that what that is?
Yeah, sort of, yeah.
Oh. All right, we gotta cut this here. So you would say you're a fan of media, right?
I am a fan of media.
You like some medias?
There are medias I like. Yeah.
This is what we're gonna do, totally spontaneous. We're gonna go and we're gonna look at some media.
Sounds good.
Some of your favorite media.
Sounds good.
All right, let's go. All right, so we're on the second floor, and you've got a book to show me.
Sure. So this is one of my favorite cookbooks. It's How to Cook Everything. And it's Mark Bittman. And he has a whole series of cookbooks. So one of the more recent ones that I purchased for my home collection is How to Cook Everything Vegetarian, too. So, but this has like anything I want to know is kind of in this. So it answers all my questions.
Turtles.
I'm sure if you could cook turtles, I guess you can. I guess he's lacking in some areas.
So it's a lying book for liars.
Yes, it's my favorite lying cookbook.
Right. So what's a recipe you like from there?
One of the recipes, I think it might have come from this one, is he has a recipe as to how to make your own pizza dough.
Really?
So, and that made me a hit with my kids when they were younger.
Do you have to go to Domino's for any part of that?
Nope. And it's actually super easy to do.
Yeah. Take this with me.
Yes.
All right, what else we got? We're in the DVD section now through the magic of editing.
So two of my favorite movies of all time are Pleasantville and Stranger Than Fiction.
That stars Bill Ferrell.
Yes.
Correct?
Yeah. Will.
Big difference. So tell me, what do you like about that?
I knew you were going to ask me that.
Tell me the emotions you feel in your heart and your soul. you watch that? Because otherwise I'm just going to start talking about Goodfellas. It's a threat.
Actually, one of my favorite parts in this is that Dustin Hoffman plays a lifeguard, and the entire time that he's lifeguarding, he's reading a book, which, shouldn't be done. You should be watching the pool, and it just kind of kills me. It's one of the things that I actually like about the movie. I don't know why.
So it's a very sort of a subtle comedy, you would say?
Well, it is definitely a comedy. I don't think that part is meant to be comedic, but, it's
you laughed at it.
I did.
Right. Okay, so now we have made it back into your office. Mm-hmm. What books are in here? Do you have secret books, invisible books?
I have books that are at my fingertips 24/7 on Hoopla and Overdrive.
Oh. Yeah. So what do you got for us on Hoopla and Overdrive?
So one of my favorite fantasy and science fiction authors is Lois McMaster Bujold, and one of my favorite series that she does is the Vorkosigan series, and she's got a number of books in this series, and I just love it. It's kind of a go-to for me.
And that's available on...
That's on, the audiobooks are on Hoopla.
Right.
Yep.
So which one are you reading right now?
Well, most recently I actually listened to the first one in the series with my son, who's 18, and actually he heard me listening in the kitchen, and she's very funny in how she writes, and her characters are just great, and so he actually started listening along with me, and that was kind of cool.
So where can we find you?
You can find me here almost every day. If you do have questions about any of the digital services that we have, or if you're having trouble with any of the digital services, you can certainly email us and we'll help you out.
Well, this has been interesting.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, my pleasure. Can I get my hand back?
No, we're gonna go till the battery runs out. So today we're going to be talking frozen burritos. This is the Peruvian. I don't know what that means, but it's got a lot of stuff in it. It's got quinoa. It's got sweet potato, chia seeds, spirulina, and black beans. These two are the only ones I really know what they are. This is a very highbrow burrito. If you look, it doesn't even have microwave instructions. So let's see. Let's open this up. I didn't wash my hands, but at this point, what does it matter? Look at that. That looks like an actual tortilla, believe it or not. Yeah, that is impressive. This is a healthy-sized burrito. I wouldn't call it a large. It's a mid-size. It's the Honda Civic of burritos, if you will. It's a thing of beauty. This right here is the American dream. This is a very exciting moment. And there he is, in all his glory. The majestic burrito. Okay, so this is the most exciting part. The burrito's cooked. Let's say, alright, it's got a nice feel, it's got a nice crust to it. Not too hard, but not too soft, it's not mushy. Now let's break it open just a little bit to get sort of that bouquet going. You gotta waft it. I'm sensing notes of chicory and sort of smoky peat. Not Pete, P-E-A-T, not like Smokey Pete, the cowboy. I'm sensing notes of burrito. All right, let's just dig in. You know what? It's pretty good. It's got an interesting sort of texture from the chia seeds. It's got a nice. It's not too spicy. I'm gonna rate this a 4 out of 5 because it could have been bigger. All right, coming up next, I'm probably doing something, so we're gonna talk about that when I do it. This time on Mike's Movie Minute, I'm watching this movie, Serenity, which I actually, I'll be honest, I cheated. I did a little research. So it looks like this movie is about space. Well, I mean, I can see a ship. I don't know if that's a spaceship. But it seems to be about, like, I guess McConaughey's a spaceman, and he's got, like, a whole space crew. And it's kind of like Star Wars, but not. And it's kind of like Doctor Who, but not. And apparently nerds love it. So I guess we'll see. So I think I messed that up. Whatever this was, that was not Joss Whedon's Space Adventures. This was something a lot weirder, and I don't want to give any spoilers, but it starts off as sort of a fishing noir, where Matthew McConaughey is kind of acting like part Humphrey Bogart and part like Nicolas Cage in Bad Lieutenant, but also if Nicolas Cage played Captain Ahab. And that's not the craziest part of the movie. It takes some twists. It kind of goes to sort of a Truman Show place at a certain point. I don't want to spoil it, but I'll just say go in like with as little information as possible and a decent amount of whiskey, and I think you'll enjoy it. So I think, because I'm still sort of on the payroll for, what company is this? Universal. I'm still being paid by Universal. Too much money, so they're having me develop the sequel. So Serenity 2, look for it next summer, where Matthew McConaughey, his character, and Anne Hathaway's character, oh, she's in it, by the way, they go to space, and they hunt a space tuna. That's right, and the space tuna's name is Justice 2, from Justice to Kelly. It's gonna be direct to video. It's gonna be a lost movie. You're never gonna see it. Whew. Well, that's been fun. We did a lot of stuff today. We talked to someone, we looked at something, probably. Maybe I even ate something. Who knows on this show? But anyway, it's been fun. I'm gonna go now. I'm gonna sleep for a month, and I'll see you then. Bye.